Hello, everyone. Russell Wright, and I'm with Sue Bell and Jimmy Kelley. I'm so glad to be hanging out with you guys, the Director's Cut OMG family, and we are going to be talking to you about the all-new Kraken Video Kraken 4.0 plugin that is a combination with the also all-new SEO Simple Silo plugin. Thanks for joining me, Sue. And Jimmy, I'm also glad that you're here for SEO and all kinds of stuff comes up. It's just great to be giving these guys these stuff with the whole team.
It's a pleasure to be here, Russell. Dang,
Awesome.
we got new
We
toys.
got new toys. I'm so excited about this. And as you know, I just love video Kraken. I love publishing too many
It's a
videos.
brand new shiny
It's a
car. Oh no.
bright car. And if you order within the next 5 minutes, we'll give you this free server. No, we're not giving you guys any free servers, but you're going to need one with this sucker.
Right?
Yeah, we're going to show you all this stuff. So let's jump right in, Sue.
All right, so
Video Kraken.
I'm here at the Video Kraken setting. So what we're going to do on this video is just kind of give you an overview of what this stuff does, and then some insider information, ways that you can make things sleek, and our best tricks. And so this isn't like a step-by-step on how to use all the plugins and tools that you're going to see here today. Those are going to be in other videos.
Right.
So, so I'm here in settings, and you've got a variety of shortcuts that you can throw into post content. So you're not limited by this in any regard, but these are things that are going to obviously change with each post. So one of the things that I like to do is stick the title right up at the top. When you open it, by default, you have the embed HTML in there, but all that's really going to do for you is put in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want you to think that you're limited in any regard. Like you can put in an HR here for a hard return, makes a line between the title and the video. You can do things like putting in some text, like this is the latest and greatest. Now, if you do that, that's going to show up on every single video. So you kind of want to think about that a little bit, how you want it to go. But we'll just do a little bit here and give you some samples about how this ends up coming out. And then I want to do the rating thing.
Yeah.
So the rating thing. Go ahead.
Oh, the rating shortcode is like the favorite star button that gives your visitor the impression that the video has been rated with anywhere between 8 and 10 stars, I think.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also want to throw the description in here, because the more content you have on your page, the better Google likes your content.
Yep. So that pulls right the descriptions from the videos. And we have a lot of topics of conversation around that.
Yep. Now, this tricky little thing, this setting right here, is like a sanity check, right? So, because in a little bit I'm going to show you how to get completely carried away. And so this, if you're on shared hosting, this is a particular safety feature which will suppress the number of videos that you have in any one particular 24-hour period. So if you're on shared hosting, I probably wouldn't put that above a 5. You might even want to put it down to 1 or 2. And I'll show you a little bit more information about exactly what this is doing. Okay, so
now the real hang on a second. The real backstory on here is Sue was tired of people like me blowing ourselves up by publishing tens of thousands of videos per week, and of course getting traffic, and of course getting the benefits of that. But you cannot do that on shared hosting, so she put that throttle on there, which she'll show you in a moment what that means.
Exactly. So now I'm going to go add something new. I'm just going to start off by adding something manually, and we had been throwing around the topic of coffee earlier. Starbucks coffee is a great place to start.
Yeah.
And channels, I'm going to add video comments. This is like adding comments to your blog, and posting frequency maybe once a day. And humanize that so it's not like at exactly the same minute every day.
What does humanize do, real quick, Sue? We did get a lot of questions on that.
It keeps it from being at exactly the same minute, so it's going to plus or minus 20%.
Got it.
So once, within a couple hour time frame.
So it's less of a robot.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to drop Starbucks coffee under a silo called drinks. And post author, if you've got, for safety's sake, you don't want to actually have your admin be the person that's posting. Yeah. And then these are going to come out.
They want to have multiple authors.
It would be nice, yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So And so every time you set up a new query, you can make this a new author. So we're going to default it to published because I want this to be an auto blog. I don't want to come back and have to verify every single thing every day. So automatically published. And now I'm going to start. So when you start it, it's going to go out. It's going to automatically create the silo that we just put in there. And then it's going to create the first blog post. So let's just go take a look and see what happened. As you can see, this blog was completely blank when we started. And so now if I refresh, we ought to have drinks as a silo.
Gotcha.
And when I click into drinks, you're going to see the landing page there. Right? So you can see what it is that I did. This is the title of the video.
There's the short code stuff.
Yep. And then the star rating. And then here's the H1 that I put in there, that line, that HR.
Yep.
Sorry, the HR line. And then the video. And then this is the latest and greatest video from SueBell.com. And then obviously there wasn't too much of a description to this.
Descriptions weren't there on that video. Right.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, I must have hit the refresh too quick because it didn't actually create the video underneath it. You know, we did this once already, and it might have already hit its maximum thingy for the day. So let me just go force the generation of this Starbucks coffee.
Okay, so now you've gone to the queries settings in Video Kraken, and you're just going to run it again.
Yeah.
Okay. And it'll pull a different video. And I like
well,
that.
I'm pull it once, right? Because the only thing that did was the silo.
Yeah, got it.
So this should.
There it is. Your perfect Starbucks latte.
It's what I've always wanted.
Exactly. Okay, and there it is. And that one pulled some content.
Yeah. And it pulled
comments.
Comments.
And the comments go on or off? Is there ability to turn those on or off?
They're on. And if you don't want them, come back. If you don't want them, then you can edit the query and you can turn it off.
Good. I think
you have to stop it first.
Yeah, you got to stop it to turn off. Okay,
and then you can turn it off, and then you can start it again.
Okay, good. Fantastic. This is powerful.
Well, I don't know.
Sarcasm.
It's okay.
It is really powerful. And for those of you who know us, our automatic training and these types of things, this is a great place for we talk about in Director's Cut several ways that you can use this. Actually, do we talk about that? I think we do. Or is this it? This is what we've...
This is it.
Okay. So this is what we're talking about. And David and Mike asked us to... There's a lot of questions that come in from different locations about the Video Kraken plugin. And just see the page where the Network Empire products are laid out. Now, Sue's going to get into the next
now
phase.
I'm going to show you fun.
Yeah, this is the really fun stuff.
This is fun. All right. So I'm in a product that we have called Krakken. And we'll get more into exactly what Krakken is on a different video. But for right now, I'm just going to go into box chocolates. Now, if I come in here and I just hit the export at the bottom, it's going to just export what's here on the screen, which are great, but those are more like high-level keywords. And if you want all the juicy long tails, you want to hit this button here. It says Show All Keywords. And then it'll show all keywords. And then when you hit the export button on the bottom, it will export all of your keywords. So now you can see that the list is much longer. Before we probably had about 20, and now we've got more like 70.
I can't really help myself, Sue. I'm sorry. I just wanted everybody to notice that there is a YouTube video number of videos column in this software. Sorry, I know we're going to get there. I just want everybody to see that.
There is, just in case you were wondering how many entries you could make per keyword.
Yeah, you can publish like 20 million videos, but it breaks it down into each word and how many videos there are on the topic. It's just so cool.
Right? So gourmet chocolate San Francisco, you can see there's not going to be any. That's not a really great keyword, but there are so many really great keywords that it doesn't matter. And the cool thing about it is if you go ahead and leave those keywords, then if somebody does publish something on that topic, then it will find it and post it in your website for you.
Jimmy, did you know we added that feature? I don't know if we told you. Did you know we added that?
No, I did not know.
You didn't know we had a number of YouTube videos? Isn't that crazy? Okay, cool.
Speaking of that, like if you want to just like numbers of competing pages, numbers of searches, like I just have to look at this for a second. Maybe I shouldn't do this live, but we're live.
No, you
so
should.
Do it anyway,
these guys are unplugged. This is our live broadcast for our upcoming 24 hours a day show. The CNN of SEO.
So you basically have one search a day.
Yeah.
For dark chocolate cherry cordials. and you have no videos. And that just screams opportunity to me.
Wait a second.
People are bidding on this keyword, $6.52.
I'm going to check
Right?
that one. I don't believe that. I'm looking at what you're doing. No, so the point is that the opportunity finding in here is immense, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to add YouTube videos. But we'll get into that on the next video. We're going to have a separate video for you guys that David and Mike wanted on this, so we'll give you guys a separate one.
Right. Right.
But you're right, Sue. I didn't even notice that.
Right?
That's crazy. Okay, so
All
you're
right,
going to hit the CSV file, right?
Yeah, I'm going to save this bad boy.
Wait. Where was the CSV export button on Krakken?
It's right here.
Okay,
right
got
at
it.
the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, all right.
And then I'm going to come back here. And now I'm going to come back and I'm going to add new. And this is where it just gets stupidly insane. I love this part, right? I'm going to import a CSV, browse. I'm going to find that box chocolates that I just saved. I'm going to open it. Any. I want to add the comments, absolutely. Posting frequency. Now think about this for a second. You got 70 of them out there. Thank goodness you got that regulator on the other screen, right?
Gosh,
A max of 5 a day, because if I took 70 of them and I said, oh, I'll just import it once an hour,
Sue
your
has
hosting
you.
company would just, they would shoot you so fast.
Guys, make sure that you understand what kind of hosting you're on, and before you click this start button, make sure that you've put a throttle on that other screen if you're on shared hosting to 2 to 5, no more than 5.
Right? So now we're going to hit the start button.
Boom.
And
hashtag boom.
Right? Hashtag boom.
Hashtag
look at all
ouch.
These bad boys.
Okay. And now you
look
are
at all of these
now you are
keywords.
video jacking the entertainment value of YouTube and syndicating engagement rank to the world in the new engagement economy.
So check this. There's this one keyword that I got that was box, which is really just a bit broad. So I'm just going to blow that bad boy away.
Yeah, forget that. Oh, okay, so just delete and it's gone.
Just delete it and boom. All right. So since I'm already at my max for today, I'm going to run a few more of these, right? Because I just can't help myself.
Chocolate cream. Yeah, I love chocolate cream. Okay.
Gift chocolates.
It's a ton of chocolate words. Well, you know what I love, Sue, is the idea that I love the idea that the most powerful vertical market keyword research tool in the world, like my favorite tool, Krakken, which is like more than a keyword tool, that we have all of the chocolate terms that are the most profitable, like in one list.
Still my beating heart.
It's just crazy. And it's not like, okay, this is an auto blogging tool where it's like it's siloed and it's the best, or as Kelley, the developer, says, the most important and the most profitable keywords pulled back from that list. It's just crazy. And they can put stuff in manually. If you don't have Krakken, you can just put these in manually too.
Yeah, so the first one that I put in was manual, right?
So, I just love that.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's a little bit slower, but you can get there.
Yeah, it's way slower.
And you can also add some really interesting keywords. So the thing that I love about it is, let's say I got this chocolate site, right? And I've got a bunch of really decent chocolate keywords, but I'm bebopping along and I come across this crazy chocolate covered concept. I can come right in here and add that crazy keyword to the list.
Can we do one?
Sure.
Chocolate covered grasshoppers. Can we just check it? Since we're being really weird.
Absolutely.
That's what I love about
add it.
That's what I love about the Pinbid stuff, is like the most obscure things you'd never imagine are often there. Chocolate covered insects or grasshoppers. Yeah. Covered grasshoppers. Let's just say we want to be freaky. We're getting our freak on.
Right?
Yeah.
And I post it once a day.
Oh, I want a grasshopper an hour.
I don't think there's going to be that many. I'm sorry.
I don't know. You might be surprised.
Box chocolates. Oh, that was one thing I didn't really show you. But back here on this, the theme of this was boxed chocolates, right? So it created the silo boxed chocolates automatically. I didn't have to do that.
Oh, gotcha.
And imported all those keywords underneath it. All right, so now that category is here for me to choose. Boxed chocolates. We'll start that bad boy. And then we'll just go kick it and see what happens.
Okay. Can you imagine getting a box of chocolate-covered grasshoppers?
I can, actually.
Now, you guys, I just want to point out something that's not obvious. We do teach it in some of our trainings, and we taught it at OMG Live, and we taught it in our OMG members area early on. The weirder video, the point of videos in some ways is the weirder. You get traffic off of the weirder, unusual, novel stuff. And you get traffic on that regular stuff too. But it's just, see, there you go. Dad eats chocolate-covered crickets, grosses out son. That's going to get traffic. And what's great is this is what increases your time on site. So there you go. You got your chocolate-covered crickets. Now that's not my grasshoppers, but it's close enough. So you get the idea here.
Clearly, Google thinks they're synonymous.
Yes, and look at all those great comments and interaction, and that's the stuff that really starts kicking in, is that novelty effect. And don't forget, there is a whole layer of search that's not often noticed, is that people do search weird stuff as well. And
Absolutely.
and you want, something sitting around. How many times have you ever sat around and just did something weird like I just did, like chocolate-covered crickets? Like, who'd have thunk? So there you
Well,
go.
there's just actually 2,589 videos.
I kind of knew there would be, because it's actually a delicacy in some countries. So, like Cambodia has it,
like Texas.
Texas. Hey Jimmy, you've been awful quiet. Are you eating chocolate-covered grasshoppers? Like, what's the deal, man? What are you doing over there?
I'm just looking at stuff.
Jimmy is actually building right now, just so you guys know the truth about what he's doing. He's involved in some very crazy backlinking. So whenever he's quiet, he's always doing something distracting
Naughty.
and powerful. Yeah, he's naughty. So he sometimes we have him on as a sensed presence, even though we know he's got his head in something else. Okay, and that's cool. That's how we roll. We be rolling. All right. Wow, that's just crazy. Okay, so we've showed them the manual stuff, and the last run column is showing there's 1 out of 2,589 chocolate-covered grasshopper videos.
So should we take this to an H&L?
Yeah, let's take it to an H&L. Go ahead.
Right.
This is the OMG director's cut, guys. We really want to give back to these guys.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you saw, you can stick anything in here that you want, right?
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
like, what if you put in I don't know, an affiliate banner?
You mean you can make money with these sites?
Ooh.
I think so.
So what if let's just change this up a little bit. Pop that in there and have ourselves a merry little banner. So what I did, I grabbed an image, which you'll see here in a minute. I made it the same width as I did the video. The video, if you come back here and you take a look at this video, view the page source, and we just look for YouTube. You can see that the width in the video is 640.
Mm-hmm.
So I made the video, the banner 640, so that it'll line up nicely with the video. I made a link
Mm-hmm.
to networkempire.com, and I made it a no-follow.
Because we sell a lot of chocolate.
Well, I don't want, so this is going to go on every single page that this creates, right? So I don't want a do-follow link from 5,432 pages by next week to my money site.
Yeah. Chocolate.
Right, so,
it would be like chocolateforsale.com or whatever affiliate program they're doing. Or
right.
Mm-hmm.
So this can be the link for your affiliate banner. Like, it doesn't have to be something that's, it can be, it can go right to the affiliate offer. So we'll just try that for a minute, and we'll hit the save button here. And we'll come over here to our queries, and we'll run something else.
Okay.
Let's run milk chocolate sea salt caramels.
I actually
rather
I love sea salt and chocolate, actually.
It's delicious.
Yes.
I prefer the dark chocolate, but hey.
I've never really seen Jimmy eat chocolate. Not even like at any of our... Jimmy, do you even eat chocolate? I don't think you do. Do you?
Well, typically I would say I usually get sick when I eat a lot of sweet stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so you're not a chocolate fan. But you can
Doesn't
rank
mean he's not a chocolate fan.
But he can rank the hell out of chocolate. I know that for a
fact. So here you see our little banner, right underneath the video.
Yeah.
So you can play around with what you want that to look like. You can add the HR. You can take the HR out. You can put,
Sorry, Sue, I just got excited. I wanted you guys to know that today we just gave David the ghetto banner fast course to upload the director's cut areas, which means that if you go over to those two videos, everything that Sue just has shown you right here is taken to a HNL. I show you all the simple and free tools to make these rapid on the fly. In fact, I even show you how to insert them in the PinVid theme model that we have. Okay, so
Excellent.
also David's asked for the PinVid theme short video like we're doing now as well. So you'll see how all these tools, and you can just decide, you can pick and choose which ones are useful to you. But those videos are there, and you can copy what Sue has done here and use the shortcode UI.
Well, yeah, we haven't even got to shortcode UI yet, right? This is all hard coded in.
Yeah.
So that would be the other, and that's what's in your videos, isn't it? Shortcode UI.
Yeah, it's in the videos. I mean, it's good for you to go over it here because it is a little confusing for some people who have never seen that before. They think that they can get, without the shortcode UI, if you have a million pages and you put your banner on all of them and it's hard coded, you can't remove them or replace them once they're out there in internet land.
Right. So let me just edit this page for a second, and I'll show you what's going on here.
Okay, cool.
So you'll see. Let me come back to the visual here for a second. You'll see that. Oh, that's interesting because it's offsite. It doesn't render it. All right, we'll go back to the text. You guys just have to read a little bit of HTML. So this is the YouTube video I framed in right there. This is the HR that I have in there, and it ate my banner.
Yay. Did it really?
Well, it ate my banner.
Oh, we must have edited it out or something.
No.
Hmm.
Fascinating. Sea salt. Yeah, I'm on the right one.
Huh. Oh, it's
let me just, well, that's because I didn't save it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So let me just come back in here. All right, here we go. So long as, that's interesting. So if I go over into visual mode, it's going to eat it. So,
okay.
And you know why I think that is? It's because the source is offsite, would be my guess, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, the deal is, what I'm trying to point out here is that this is hard-coded in on every single page.
Yes.
When you do it like that, right? So whatever you hard-code in down here on settings is going to be actually hard-coded into the page.
Okay.
So if you want to make this, like what happens if you've got 5,432 pages created and it's got this line hard-coded into it, and now you suddenly decide that you want to change affiliates, somebody comes out with a better offer, or that affiliate product stops, or whatever, you want to change up the banner because there's another one that converts better, blah blah blah, right? 5,432 reasons why you're going to want to change all 5,432 pages.
Yes, exactly.
So the way that you want to do that is with Shortcodes UI. So this is a great little plugin that you can install, and when you install it, you can set up a shortcode. You can see that kind of sort of here in the video. It's got little blocks in here, and so then what you do is you put this line in one of those little blocks, and it gives you a little shortcode that's like, you can make the shortcode be whatever you want it to be. So it'd look something like chocolate offer, right? So it's probably got a dash in it, be my guess. Anyway, it's going to look something like that. So that's a shortcode. And then 6 months down the road, when you want to change up your offer, you go into Shortcodes UI and you change what's in that little block inside the plugin here, and it changes on all 5,432 pages instantly.
Got it. Fantastic. And that's a key point. It's a common question, so that's one of the reasons we're covering it here.
Exactly.
Now, I have a couple of, I'm not sure what you wanted to do about that. I can edit this out if you want, but my question would be, we do offer infinitely scalable hosting. Did you want to mention that to the director's cut guys, or should we talk about that another time?
Sure. So, well, the one thing that I will say is that if you try these, so
if they don't want to toggle it, or
size
matters. Yeah, it does in this.
The more pages you have, the more content you have, the more authority you have on your domain. And the more authority that you have on your domain, the more you're going to rank and the more traffic you're going to get, right? So size just matters.
Yeah.
So if you have a PinVid and you're using a PinVid, if you have a PBN and you're using this system just to give your site a bit of a heartbeat so that it doesn't go stale, so that you're adding a post or two a month to your blog, then you don't have to worry about it. You've already got in your PBN the domain authority that you're looking for, and you're just looking to sustain that. So not a big deal. But if you're starting from a brand new domain and it doesn't have any domain authority and you're wanting to get to acquire that domain authority quickly and effortlessly,
Mhm.
then this is a great way to do that. But then you're going to want some serious hosting.
Yep.
So, I mean, it can be super cool because we've got some of these blogs out there with hundreds of thousands, literally hundreds of thousands of pages,
Yep.
and it drives an incredible amount of traffic. And some of the people that we've created these sites for, they run their entire business off of it,
Yep.
right? So the potential here is mind-bogglingly awesome,
Mhm.
but then you need some awesome hosting to go along with it.
Mhm.
So in those cases, you'd take this and you'd set it up to, I don't know, it's still a good idea to kind of like, maybe say 100 posts a day, because you think about it for a second. If you've got, let me just pull my trusty calculator over here. If you've got 100 posts a day, and you do that by 30 times a month, that's 3,000 posts in a month, and then times that by a year. So at the end of the year, you got 36,000 posts. At that point in time, shared hosting is becoming really like upset with you,
Oh yeah, and you
right?
will get a
So
letter.
yeah,
Mhm.
somewhere around there, the number of thumbnails from the videos and just the size of the blog becomes untenable for them on shared hosting. So
Yeah.
if you're doing even more than that,
It's mostly
which
the database and the images on shared hosting.
right. So if you're doing more than that, like let's say that let's say that you got, okay, so if you're using Kraken, right, and you've got 70 posts or 70 keywords a day, and you're doing just one post on each one of those keywords, but let's say that you've got, I don't know, 5 silos, because you can have multiple silos. So let's say you do 5 themes, and so you've got those 5 silos running, and so you've got like 70 times 5. And you're doing that on a daily basis times 30 days in a month, right? Times 12 months in a year. And that's getting to be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So if you want to go for numbers like that and really drive some crazy traffic, you're going to want to think about your hosting.
Mm-hmm.
And in that regard, we've got a couple of options for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know the URLs for those better than I do off the top of
Sure.
my head.
Sure. We have, in fact, what we'll probably do is when we want to go to the URLs, we'll leave a link and we'll let David put that. We'll put that in the director's cut area. We call this the hosting shop. Kevin Pauly's on staff, been with us for many years. We completely customized it so that you don't have to be any kind of a web genius or any server-side master. We've locked things down for, it's infinitely scalable hosting for dummies, really. And I'm saying that because I use it too. On some of my sites, you don't need to know anything. It's only set up to set these sites up. You don't really want to use anything else other than the stuff that we're recommending. In fact, you can't. There's that. And then, of course, there are hosting companies like OVH that we use on our bigger stuff if you have a little bit more skill. And that's not up to us to judge, but you do need to have some server-side skills, some experience with things like Plesk, and so those things. Again, these are probably topics that we'll toss in the director's cut area, just so you know what is there. And we don't offer support on those things. I mean, we don't offer support on the OVH and stuff like that, but we can give you a little simple recommendation. And of course, the hosting shop is fully supported if you decide to get an infinitely scalable hosting package if you want to go that route. Now, a lot of you are just going to want to stay on shared hosting, and I feel so much more comfortable with this video Kraken version 4.0 because Sue has put in a governor. So you need to protect yourself from yourself, because what happens is when you realize the kind of traffic this stuff starts making, you end up getting a little overzealous at first, especially if you're using something like Kraken. Can they import from TLKT? I couldn't remember.
No.
No, just Kraken. Okay, and you start to get a little bit overzealous, and you start publishing thousands of keywords or hundreds, anyways. So put that regulator on there, and Sue is pointing here to 100. If you're on shared hosting, I would go way lower than that, but that gives you the parameter. In fact, let's just give them a set standard here, Sue. If they're on shared hosting, what's to be super safe? What would it be per day? What's your recommendation?
I think 5 per day is fine.
Just keep it 5, and then just set and forget. Of course, check in farm. This is blog farming, and this is not your money site that we're doing this on. Okay, this is not. You want to do this as an independent site, right, Sue?
Right.
Okay, just want to make sure, because we do get questions. Can I put this on my money site? And there are strategies around that, but we're not going to recommend it at this point until further notice. And Sue, what about the PBN model? People also ask about PBNs. Can you repeat anything, or Jimmy?
Sure.
Jimmy,
So this is a great thing to put on your PBN. It can sit right beside your current posts. There's an option. So like, let's say that you've got existing posts out there, and you want to make that post sticky on your homepage, because you can have, with this version, you can have, do I really have them both in back here? I do. You can have a blog roll on your homepage. You don't have to have a static page,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is a blog roll on the homepage.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, if you've got a link to your money site, you're going to want to make that post sticky.
Yeah, got
You
it.
don't want it to scroll off the front page.
Right, that way you
So
have the
you can,
G's passing still.
right, you
Mm-hmm.
can come in here and edit in the newer versions of WordPress. And let me just see if I can find where that edit is right off the top of my head. I looked for it yesterday and I didn't see it. Just see if it's something that I have to engage.
What are you looking for?
The sticky option.
Oh, that's under editing. Under, you have to go to visibility. See visibility? Right there, and yeah, and then click edit, and then go stick this post
That's
to the
it.
front page.
Stick this post
Yeah,
to the front
and
page.
then OK. You gotta hit.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta hit OK. I
Oh
think.
yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
good. It's been a
And
while
then
since I
update.
Yeah.
And
So
then
that'll keep that up
that'll
there.
exactly.
Yeah, but I think we have this in other locations around the OMG community, and so that's the better option is to keep that sticky at top like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very cool. And this is just such an exciting thing. Now, just keep in mind that we did warn you about that hosting thing, so that's the reason it's taken us so long to offer you guys a video training on this, because we wanted to make sure that throttle was in there for people who can't afford server level hosting. Now you can just throttle yourself there.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'll go into all of the options on the simple silo builder,
Mhm.
but the thing that you want to know at this point, and when working with vKraken, is that it creates the silo structure for you.
Wow.
So having these two plugins here gives you the silo structure that before you used to have to have a very particular theme in order for vKraken to create a silo structure.
Mhm.
But now, as you can see, you can use virtually any theme. And it
Fantastic.
and you can have anything on the front page that you want. You can have a static page, you can have a blog roll, and you still have a perfectly siloed site over here on the side. The only other thing that you have to do is here under appearance, under widgets, you want to grab the
Silo builder.
any silo builder
Oh, that's a good point.
widget
Yeah.
and throw it here in the sidebar.
And that is something that you still have to add, or is that automatically inserted during install?
You know, I already had this plugin installed, and I had the widget over here, so you have to
Okay.
install that.
So you just have to drag that from the available widgets onto the primary sidebar, or whatever your
Yep,
theme sidebar widget is revealed. Okay.
exactly.
All right. Wow. Fantastic. So I think we're good on that. Now the sky is the limit. I'd like to add here, especially to Director's Cut guys, throw a little something extra in here. Use your imagination. This is not, if you're following our methods and follow all the other keyword research and SEO methodologies that Jimmy and Sue lay down for you, methods that Greg Morrison lays down for you, this is where you can have a little bit of fun. Like you saw the manual thing you can add. You can type in weird stuff, and I hope I gave you that impression. Okay, the sky is the limit on this. If you've got a market or a theme, you can start picking up a lot of those long tails and mid tails that your competitors aren't really doing, and not only that, you're engaging them. And consider this a banner syndication system, not just merely a television station where you're jacking other people's videos. It's both. It's permission to syndicate your banners out there, associated and tied to or coupled with entertaining videos that get people engaged, and they find themselves clicking on your banners for no apparent reason, because both the banner and the video is engaging. And the banner is related to whatever interesting topic, addiction, and or theme that your visitors have arrived on the site for. It really does start to add up. And then the more, the better. And it's one of the many great strategies in your arsenal. I wouldn't want this to be your only strategy to drive traffic, but it is a very good strategy to drive traffic. Okay. Oh, another thing I would like to add is that do pay close attention to all the other powerful SEO tips that Jimmy Kelley has been giving you on the webinars, the other videos that you can find that Sue and Jimmy have been giving you, Greg Morrison's instructions. You want to make sure that these sites are SEO'd in the same way. You want to make sure that all the no follows, the canonicals, tags, all the correct settings are on these, because this really matters because of the order of magnitude and scale you're going with these.
Exactly.
All right, cool. I think we're good. Can we end it here, Sue?
Yeah.
Okay. Jimmy, you don't have any words of wisdom to add to that? Are you in agreement with everything we said?
Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Okay, excellent. So we're going to wrap this up. Thanks so much. This has been Russell Wright, Sue Bell, Jimmy Kelley on the Video Kraken 4.0 with the simple silo builder for OMG and the Director's Cut family. We'll see you on the next video.